Thank you. Thank you for having me, Brett. This is a fantastic turnout. I'm very excited to be here. My name is Aseem Badshah. I'm the founder and CEO of Socedo. We're essentially a digital marketing platform that does automated prospecting on top of social media. My story starts about 4 years ago. As I was graduating from college, I was basically running a lot of the social media campaigns for Microsoft. And I decided that rather than being a VDash for Microsoft, I'm going to start my own agency. So I moved down to LA, started a social media marketing agency called Uptown Treehouse that did really, really well. 12 people now, we're doing a couple $1 million in annual revenue. Things are going great, but obviously services aren't cool, right? So I decided that let's build some technology to kind of automate what we're doing within the agency. Really what we saw is that for social media marketing, most companies are coming at it from a broadcast perspective, right? Build as many followers as possible and then use tools to schedule out your marketing messages to those followers rather than being direct, targeted, and doing two-way kind of engagement and building relationships on social media. So we decided to build this product that was essentially a social CRM for our agency. At which point we decided, hey, if we can use this for ourselves, let's go and sell this to others. So we joined Techstars in Seattle for the Microsoft Accelerator program and essentially learned that our thinking was all wrong. We weren't doing any customer development. We were our only customer. And as soon as we started to ask what other people were doing on social media, we realized they didn't have a bench of 8 community managers that could be using this tool all day. So what we found is that really what people needed from social was how do we find new leads and prospects and get them into our pipeline? So we started to build that. It's a crowded space. There's lots of marketing technology out there. There's lots of social media marketing tools. And we kind of said, let's focus on revenue and really see what companies want. So we started to build some things, but first what we did is we went back and said, what are companies actually willing to pay us for? And we found a company, a big Seattle company, and said, hey, would you be willing to pay us X thousand dollars to do this? We built it for them, and then that became the basis of our technology, which is really this engagement automation, bringing marketing automation to social media. So let me show you how it works. This is a bit of a live demo, so bear with me here. This is Socedo. And essentially what I'm doing here is I'm prospecting for people who are at the Seattle Tech Meetup. So I've got keywords in here like at STM Meetup, ST Meetup, New Tech Seattle. I could go in here, I could add bio keywords to say, hey, I want to look for founders or just people in Seattle. And then instantly, Socedo brings me back a whole bunch of prospects that are at this event and tweeting about the things that I care about. From there, I'm able to basically automate some engagements towards you. So here what I'm saying is that as soon as I approve a prospect, I'm going to favorite their tweet. An hour later, I'm going to follow them. It's almost like a little mini drip marketing campaign happening on Twitter. For the people who follow me back, I'm going to send them a direct message. You can see here the direct message says, hi, first name, great meeting you at Seattle Tech Meetup. Use coupon code STC14 for 50% off Socedo, and I've got a tracking link in there. I can also do A/B testing here to test which message is working best. And if that person does follow me back, I'm going to automatically look them up on LinkedIn, send them a request, and send them a message to talk about Socedo if they accept that request. So I'm all set up. I've got this automation workflow ready to go. And now literally all I have to do is just go in and approve my prospects. So I don't care about that, but I do care about all these individuals here. And now my account is going to go in and basically automate all of those engagements that we talked about. Look at this guy here. I don't really care about him. Oh, this guy's cool. So that's how it works. Right there in just those couple of minutes, I've automatically engaged with all of these prospects that I've very specifically said I care about. And now these are natural engagements that are going out that I'll be able to see reports on and see how are those people working for us. So this is our Socedo account. And you can see here in the last month, we discovered 11,000 different prospects. We got 1,300 of them to follow us back. So these are real potential customers that have now followed our Twitter account and are getting all of our messages. We've got 104 people to respond to us on direct message, 374 clicks, 458 LinkedIn connections. I'm able to see what my A/B test results look like. I'm even able to see how each of my keywords are performing. This is getting us 70% of the signups that we get to Socedo today are coming just from this system. So this is filling our pipeline and allowing our sales reps to stay busy and stay active. So that's 5 minutes. But I do want to give a coupon code to everybody's here, 50% off if you use STC14. What questions do you have for me? So basically, it ranges from $100 to $1,000 per month, depending on how many prospects you need. If you want LinkedIn engagement added in there, if you want A/B testing, click tracking, all of our pricing is on our webpage. But basically, we start at $100 per month, and then we ramp up to $1,000 per month. Exactly. So how many prospects you're getting on a daily basis is basically the big variable. Yeah.
Once you get the prospects, you got all that data. How do you get it into the rest of the pipeline?
Yeah, great question. So, the thing that I'll show you here, and I go into my Socedo account, is in that direct message, I've got a little link tracking set up. So you can see here, I've got www.socedo.com, channel equals STC. It's a little hard to read, but basically what that's going to do is when somebody signs up, I'm going to know that they came specifically from that direct message. If you are using Marketo or a marketing automation system, you can put a source channel tracker in as Socedo. If you're using Salesforce, you can do the same thing. And eventually, we'll get to a point where we're actually integrated directly into Salesforce and Marketo. So as soon as a prospect follows you back, we'll get all of their LinkedIn information dumped into Salesforce for you. As soon as they click on a link, you'll know that, so your sales rep can then go follow up with them in their normal day-to-day activities. Any questions? Yeah. Yeah, so today it's just Twitter and LinkedIn. We're obviously working on other sources from two aspects. One, actual prospect sources, so going in and saying, hey, did somebody comment on a blog? That's interesting. Did somebody join a Meetup group? That's interesting to us. But then also, how are we engaging with them? So we found them on Twitter. Okay, now let's go engage with them on LinkedIn. We do that today. But you can imagine engaging with them on email or in retargeting on Facebook. So we're really kind of building out both of those sides of the equation as we continue to kind of look at our dev pipeline moving forward.
One more question?
Twitter is good, but it seems like email is really good. You guys do email capture and build email lists, or is that something that you're like?
So,
great product.
Thank you, appreciate it. The email basically comes from once we've found somebody on Twitter or LinkedIn and engaged with them, that's where we'll give them a link and drive them to a landing page where you can collect an email address. So a lot of what our clients are doing is they'll drive somebody to a white paper or an ebook, right? And I know all of you here attended this event because of the prospect that I'm doing. I can get you a piece of content that's directly targeted towards you that you'd say, yeah, I want to join that webinar, or I want to join this event in Seattle around technology. So we see really, really high conversion rates across the board. If you go back and look at some of these conversion rates, you're seeing 27% click-through rate, 66% LinkedIn response rate. That's because we're so targeted in terms of what people are already talking about and the content that we're getting to them. Cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow.